This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Keeps the legs moving. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woodhead. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air. It's Donaldson coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Caught behind the line. It's Woodhead. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He gets a block. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. through. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. Defense in press coverage. Looking for a man. It's Donaldson. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The option look. Now the toss. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get 1st downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
They believe they can run right here. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abraham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Moving away from pressure. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Donaldson. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Abraham. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to run it. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
He's going to take off. Keeps it himself and gets to first. That is frustrating for a defense, for a quarterback to beat you with his feet.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold him to a field goal.
Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he hammers his way in for a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They are up by just 1 over Houston. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him.
And he intercepts him. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll go hurry up here. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
The play action fake. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
He'll ride his man on the option. Got the first down and more. Oh, look out! He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Donaldson. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking for a deep man. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some. And the pass is intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense set for a first down play. He'll do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that second.
Offense gets set for second down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Dances away. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Gonna run it. It's Woodhead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football. And now they're setting up 4th down.
And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The give to the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try the run. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
It's hard to stop great games. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Buying some time as he moves left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 40, just destroying his way through the field. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's got an open man. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 4 over Tulane. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass.
Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Donaldson. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Complete to the wideout. Gain of 21 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
First down to start the drive after the break. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Donaldson. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get rattled.
And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Wolverines are rolling down the field.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Abraham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. The give to the tailback. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. They'll line up for a second down play. Might as well stick with him. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Wants to throw on third. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this fourth and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hoped for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
So that's going to do it for us.